Hi everybody, I'm Kimberly Turner from cookingwithkimberly.com, and I have my mom on the show today, Ingrid.
Hi.
And we're cooking up a storm, we're tailgating, and we are going to bake some chicken wings. I love them baked. You don't have to fry your wings, by the way. So we're baking some spicy mango Thai chicken wings.
Oh, I just love doing the normal with a twist.
With a twist. So we're gonna bake it and we're gonna get them nice and crispy, and then we're gonna glaze them really quick before we serve them with a really fantastic sauce.
Yes.
And we're using some Napa Valley Vinegar Company sweet mango vinegar as our base for the sauce. We're gonna reduce it down. We're gonna add some really gorgeous Thai flavors, and we're gonna just do it.
It's gonna be awesome.
So I have wings already broken into the little drummies and the flats, and I have about 3.5 pounds of them here raw. So I'm gonna actually mix everything in a bag because I'm gonna toss it with some crumbs. You don't have to do this, you could just throw them in there with some seasoning on, but I'm gonna do some crumbs because it's gonna help that sauce kind of adhere a little bit more to my wings when I'm done. Okay, so I've used about a cup of crumbs. You can use whatever kind of crumbs you want. Even panko would work beautifully here. But these are just like some basic crumbs, and we're going to season them up a little bit. I'm gonna put some dried parsley. If you had dried cilantro, go ahead, but that sure is hard to find at the store, dried cilantro. And I have some pepper already freshly ground. Freshly ground spices make such a difference when you're cooking. If you don't have a mortar and pestle, it's a great idea to invest in one. Make sure you check out our website at shop.cookingwithkimberly.com to see the store. We have mortar and pestles. And I'm also going to go ahead and crush up some coriander seeds because that's a nice little Thai ingredient, a little bit of something different. Okay, so grab your seeds, or if you have just ground coriander already done, go ahead and use that. But I'm going to freshly grind mine.
You need a mortar and pestle or two.
We have two. I use it every day.
Well, for small things, it's perfect to use this little one. But for grinding pepper, this is
Perfect.
A1. Oh, smell that.
Oh, it smells so good. So that's going to be probably a teaspoon of coriander. If you want to put some hot chili in there, go ahead and do that. But I'm going to use some sriracha sauce in my glaze, so I'm not doing that. All right, so just mix that up and dump your chicken wings in. This is the easiest way to do it. I have my oven preheating at 350 degrees. These guys are going to take probably 45 minutes to be done. Okay.
The most important thing here is to make sure that your wings are cooked all the way through.
Oh yeah.
Because even in a restaurant, we've had them where they weren't cooked through, and it's just not a pretty sight.
No.
You know, you
can
get
get
quite
sick.
So
Toss these guys up. If you don't have enough crumbs, add some more. No big deal.
it helps you get rid of your frustrations.
Sure will. It's like shake and bake, but your own homemade version. All right, I think these guys look good. Yeah? Now, lay them out on your cookie sheet. What's your favorite ones, the drummies or the flats?
I really like the flats.
Me too. They're my favorite. Now, even if they're not completely coated, that's no problem. I mean, as long as you get some on there, you get a little bit of jizzy jazzy action when you're crunching into it.
A little more flavor.
A little more flavor, and it's also going to help that sauce adhere a little bit better too. So
They're beautiful little things.
They are. They look so nice. I might need to do 2 trays.
I love chicken wings.
Me too.
Love chicken wings.
And what's better than chicken wings when you're tailgating?
Not much.
I know, right? Okay, so we have about 3 dozen wings here. They look awesome. So that's what they look like going in. And they're gonna go in, again, I'm gonna check them in 20 minutes and flip them, and then let them continue going until they're completely done. You wanna make sure that they're not pink in the center. The juices are running nice and clear. And in the meantime, we're gonna get this sauce prepared so it's all ready. You wanna do it right when they're all nice and hot, and you wanna serve it immediately. So into the oven they go. I'm using a convection setting because I have 2 trays. So I wanna make sure that they get cooked. So I have 1 teaspoon of oil. I've used some peanut oil, and make sure that no one has allergies, okay? So I use a teaspoon of peanut oil. If you don't have that, use canola or some other oil that doesn't have a lot of flavor. So that's just gonna help glaze everything and keep it nice and glossy and keep things kind of from sticking to the bottom. I'm not using a whole bunch of things that would stick, but you know, just need a little bit of oil. So I'm using this fantastic vinegar. Again, this is from Napa Valley Vinegar Company, and you can find them online at winecountryKitchens.com. And they have a whole line of these delicious vinegars. Make sure you check out my review on the mango one. We've done a lot of nice things, vinaigrettes, and we've, all kinds of stuff. But today we're going to use it for a sauce.
Yes, they're all so delicious, and they use real fruit puree in there.
That's right.
Real mango.
That's right.
So
Amazing. And that's why it's kind of cloudy, because it actually has fruit in it. I'm going to show you up close. There you go. It actually has the fruit in there. Real fruit. You don't often get real fruit anymore. So I'm going to use about a cup's worth. I know that sounds like a lot, but we're reducing it down into more of a syrup.
yes, and we want to cover 3 dozen wings. So.
Okay, so into my frying pan it goes. Oh, it smells so good. Now you might be thinking vinegar, all that vinegar, don't worry. That vinegary, really pungent flavor is going to kind of go away. The sweetness is really going to be accentuated, and everything is going to be reduced down, concentrated. It's going to be
vinegar,
so tasty.
but it's sweet.
It sure is.
It's so good.
It sure is.
Really, it's delicious.
It really is. I'm also going to add a little bit of pepper to this. I'm going to reduce this down by about half. It's half in volume. And I have some other things going on here. I have some sriracha sauce. I have a little bit of peanut butter. I've got some mango jam, and we're going to use some sesame oil at the very end, just a couple drops to kind of season it. You can add sesame seeds, which is a very nice touch. We'll probably do that. And I'm going to chop up some fresh cilantro. If you don't have cilantro, you can use parsley or nothing if you don't want to use anything at all. If you want to use some hot chilies like a piri piri, this would be a great place to do it. Okay?
If you're crazy about little heat, that's a good thing to do.
That's right. So we'll see you in a second. We're going to chop up some herbs and we'll be right back. So I'm going to use the juice of 1 lime as well. So I've also chopped up some wedges of lime to serve my chicken wings with. Now I'm going to add my mango jam. This is a tablespoon's worth. We're going to add a little bit of peanut butter, and that's going to kind of melt in here. I'm going to use maybe, I don't know, a teaspoon's worth. I'm going to use some sriracha sauce. Use it to your taste. I like things really spicy. Mom does too. But some people may not be able to take too much of this because it's very, very hot. I'm going to add a teaspoon to start with. Mom has freshly grated some ginger for me. If you don't have a grater, one of those nice fine graters, just mince it up as finely as possible. This is maybe half of a teaspoon's worth.
You don't need a lot because that's quite potent. Ginger.
It is quite potent. So stir that through to combine and make sure that that peanut butter is all mixed through evenly. Cooking is all about taste, so make sure you're taste testing to get the flavor that you're looking for, as well as the texture. The peanut butter is going to help thicken that up. Also, the jam will help thicken it up too. Now, if you don't have a mango jam like we do, just use a peach or a nectarine. That'll work perfectly. In fact, I have a couple recipes on the site for peach freezer jam and nectarine freezer jam that you could use for this. So in goes a little bit more peanut butter. It's beautiful. It's like a sweet and sour type of flavor, as well as that peanut rounding it out. It's delicious. And I have some sesame seeds here, maybe a nice tablespoon's worth, that we're going to add at the end and toss everything together. All right, these are 20 minutes in. They smell awesome.
Look at that. Oh, they smell so good.
You like
I
that?
have no idea.
Okay, I'm going to flip them now. So I'm just going to flip these guys over. They look awesome.
Oh, do
They really smell good too, huh?
Oh,
Look at that.
wish you could smell the aroma.
And the
Whoa.
sauce that we have going is something else. It is so tasty.
I know, we might have to have a little extra so we
Right?
can test it a few times.
Right? They're going perfectly. They're caramelizing up just like I want.
So nice and brown on the backside.
Yep.
And all these little crunchy things. It's just going to soak up that sauce.
It's going to be exciting.
Oh.
So here's what they look like. They're going to take probably another 20-25 minutes to go back in the oven. If you're using a convection setting, make sure you're turning your baking sheets as well to make sure that everything gets equally cooked. And I'm also switching the top and the bottom rack this time. They look awesome. Now our sauce is nearly done here. All right, this looks beautiful. It's nice and creamy from the peanut butter. It's thick.
It's beautiful color.
I have some chunks of the mango in here as well. Would you like to try some?
Sure.
Do a taste test for me, Mom. There you go.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, sweet and sour.
So good.
You taste the peanut,
The peanut, the mango, little bit of heat.
little lime, maybe. So good.
So good.
All right, so that's nearly enough. You can thin this out again if you want to. You can add whatever you want. Okay, liquid. You could add water. You could add tea. You could add even ginger ale a little bit to, you know, if you needed to thin it out a little bit.
Especially if you're not ready to use it yet.
That's right.
Do that.
Well, we have another 20 minutes on our chicken, but we're ready to go with our sauce. So we'll see in 20 minutes how to finish it off. Okay, so I have about a tablespoon of sesame seeds, and I'm just going to toast them in a dry pan. You don't need any oil or anything like that. Heat a frying pan and just keep tossing them around a little bit. Keep watching them because they can burn very quickly. So you just want them a little bit browned instead of just that light color.
It really brings out the nutty flavor.
Sure does. So just move them around in the pan over top of the flame. And I have, I don't know, maybe 2 tablespoons worth of fresh cilantro minced up here, and it's gonna go all on top after. It's gonna be fantastic. Okay, so my seeds are nice and toasted. They're just a little bit browned, and I'm just gonna take them out of the pan so they don't continue browning. We're good. Beautiful. And now you have a clean pan. You didn't even mess it up. Ready. Okay, my wings are done. They're cooked. So what I need to do is add a couple of drops of sesame oil to this glaze, just to kick it up a notch.
Yes.
Literally, like 3 drops. That's all you need.
Yeah, you don't want it to taste overwhelming.
It's very overwhelming.
Sesame.
And sesame oil is not to be cooked with. It's just a finishing oil.
But I do love the flavor. I like it.
So I'm just going to whisk that through quickly. We're going to do one last taste test because this is going right on our chicken wings.
Oh, Kim, that's so delicious.
Yeah?
Tastes
You like that?
Mm.
The sesame oil
Amazing.
just totally rounded it out.
Tastes like it came straight from a Thai restaurant.
Oh, it sure does.
Even better.
Okay, I like to toss my wings in a large stainless steel bowl. You don't need to use a stainless steel bowl if you just have a big bowl. So I'm going to start this off by getting my wings out. We need to make sure that they're done through, Mom. Are they?
Well, let me see. I'm going to try this big one here. I'm going to take a little cut into it.
Okay. Looks good.
It's done. It's so tasty.
Good. So I'm just going to put them in my big bowl. They've got all these beautiful little crispy bits.
Look at that. Cooked all the way through. And it's so juicy inside.
How do you like the outside?
Crunchy.
Yeah?
Good. Yeah. Good. It's really good. Lovely.
You like that? So here's the rest of them. They're all nice and crunchy and browned up beautifully. They are gorgeous. And you want them a little bit dry on the outside like that so that they can, you know, withstand this wet sauce that you're going to put on here. That's why we only have a little bit of it. You just want to toss it.
So thick.
That's right.
You get a coating. You don't get stuff soaking in.
That's right. You don't want to soak this beautiful crispy thing you've got going on. Okay, so I'm going to add these sesame seeds in. And I'm going to add half of that cilantro. And in goes the glaze, and you're going to quickly toss it all together. Oh, you can just smell that it's sweet and sour. Beautifully savory as well.
Yummy.
And toss them. That's how they do it at the restaurants, guys. Just like that. In the big bowl, they get your wings out, and then they toss all those sauces on top. Beautiful.
That Kim. Oh, Now you can really smell, oh, that chicken.
And this is how we're gonna serve it, on a nice plate. And dump them all out in the middle. Look how shiny they are. Oh, now everyone would be excited for these for tailgating.
Oh my God, you bring this out, they'd be oohing and awing all over the place.
That's right. Boy, so gorgeous. I'm gonna add some of these limes so that everyone can have some of that. And I'm going to just cover the top with the rest of the cilantro.
Who wouldn't love that? That is glorious looking.
That's how you do spicy mango Thai chicken
That's
wings.
an eye opener. It's such a beautiful dish. And better than that, it's delicious.
Sure is. There you go. That's some serious tailgating wings. Look at that right there. Oh, man-sized.
Tailgating has arrived.
Sure has. All right, it's time to eat them. Ready?
My favorite part.
Dig in, and I'm getting some flats.
Oh, me too.
And a lime.
Me too.
So to have enough limes around for everyone to grab.
Yeah.
You want to use my lime?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Here. I love lime, so everything has lime for me. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Cheers. Babe.
Cheers. Let me know. Oh, Mom.
That is spectacular.
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
The sauce is a little bit creamy from the peanut butter. Like it has a creamy-ish texture, but it's fruity and it's a little bit sour from that beautiful vinegar. That's how you do a great sweet and sour sauce.
And those sesame seeds on there. The mango flavor has penetrated everything. Oh, so good.
And it's healthier for you because you baked them instead of fried them. They're tender, flavorful, fell off the bone, finger licking good. This sauce is ridiculous.
Really, I think these are the best wings I've ever had.
Are you serious? Wow, I need another one.
They are amazing.
I'm even gonna have a drummy this time. The crumbs on there are nice. You can use all kinds of different crumbs.
We just had some snack things that we made crumbs from.
The coating is crunchy on the outside, if you can see that. Crunchy, crunchy. Tender meat on the inside. That glaze is just perfectly glazed. The sesame seeds are all stuck to it too. This is outstanding.
It's sticky. I love it.
A little bit spicy, exciting. You're gonna impress everyone with these wings. Something a little bit different than the norm. These are awesome.
They're so yummy. The guys are going to love this.
I agree.
While they're watching their game.
I agree.
Bottle of beer.
And the women are gonna love it too. This is really nice, and it's a complex flavor. It has so many things going on. The cilantro, the lime, the peanut. If you had crushed peanuts, you could sprinkle that on top as well. That'd be a beautiful garnish. I'm ready to tear into these.
Oh boy. I don't want to miss one speck.
And you could do more wings like that. Like you could bake a whole bunch of them, have a bunch of different sauces, and just toss them as you go, and have like a chicken wing bar.
Right. You could have one barbecue,
hot, spicy, suicide wings, or whatever you're looking for. Honey garlic, right? Whatever. But these are outstanding.
Outstanding.
Thank goodness for Wine Country Kitchen's Napa Valley Vinegar Company's sweet mango vinegar, because this is what made that whole plate sing.
You have no idea.
You really don't. You have to try it. Reduce that vinegar down. Concentrates a sweet mango flavor. Then you combine these other Thai ingredients like the ginger, a little bit of sesame, the peanut. That's essential. Oh, come on.
Hot sauce.
Yeah, the sriracha. You gotta love this. You have to try this recipe. I hope that you check these guys out online at winecountrykitchens.com. Grab this vinegar, grab the other vinegars too, because you're gonna love all of them. So many cool things to do.
Finish it off with a lime.
With a lime. There you go. That's my mama. Anyhow, make sure you check out Mom's website at ingridturnertoday.com. Follow me on Twitter at cookingwithkime with a capital E. Like the fan page at facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. My shows are on ifood.tv/cookingwithkimberly, youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly, and you can find me syndicated on Roku. Come to my website at cookingwithkimberly.com and subscribe. Interact with us and let us know what's going down in your culinary world, all right? Happy tailgating, everybody. Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Those are awesome.
I know.